Oh, YouTube, and welcome back to Malik Aaron. And today is the review that I am incredibly excited to do. And I know you've heard from my last video. Yes, it is the one, the only, Deadpool. Now, the story behind this movie is pretty incredible. So, Deadpool, this movie was in development for a while. A long while, actually. And, all started way back in 2009. Actually, earlier than that, but the main story started in 2009. So we had X-Men Origins Wolverine, which I think is a terrible movie. I'm going to review it at some point. So yeah, we had that, and Deadpool was in it, but it was not Deadpool we all know and love. He was like, he had all these weird powers that he never had, like laser eyes and stuff like that. Blades come out of his hands. I mean, what the heck is that? And they shut his mouth. Yes, they sewed his mouth. I mean, that's just for the Deadpool character. That's just unforgivable. I mean, that's not who Deadpool is. That's more like Baraka. He looked more like Baraka from Mortal Kombat if his mouth was shut. And then they tried to make a Deadpool movie out of that. Didn't work out for a couple years. But then, on Comic-Con weekend 2014, someone, Ryan Reynolds, leaked potential test footage for a Deadpool movie. And everyone loved it. They thought it was perfect for a movie. And after a while, people loved it so much that Fox gave the movie the green light. And everyone's even more excited. And then they got Ryan Reynolds to reprise his role as Deadpool. And they gave this movie a hard R rating. Like, this is not just completely have a lot of creative freedom. So the trailers came out. This movie got a ton of hype, especially on the internet. And at first, you're thinking, oh, it gets a bunch of internet hype. Oh, it's probably not going to do well with the mainstream. And that really happens sometimes. Like most movies in my collection, well, not most, a couple movies I reviewed, like Planet Terror and Pacific Rim, both got a lot of internet hype, but unfortunately they did not translate well to the mainstream. That's a shame. This movie did. This broke so many records when it came out and became the highest grossing R-rated film of all time worldwide. It's second in the United States to Passion of the Christ. So yeah, the story, the real story, Deadpool, is that it does like something really unique. Like, it's not just starts with the origin story and then goes straight to the superhero. No, it goes back and forth. That way it makes it feel fresh. It doesn't feel like, well, the beginning was good. I mean, I'm sorry, not the beginning. Beginning was kind of but everything after that was awesome. No, this is like, everything is awesome all throughout. So you got Wade Wilson, Ron Reynolds. So he has his girlfriend, his stripper girlfriend, and they have like a literal sex montage, the most insane thing you'll ever see. They go all the way. I'm not even gonna say anything because I don't want to get this flag. But I mean, they do some crazy stuff. Then everyone finds out that Wade unfortunately has cancer. Yeah, the character himself had cancer. So he leaves his girlfriend to go find like some type of cure, something that'll help him with his cancer. So he meets this evil-looking guy. They take him to this place to supposedly get cured, but it backfires horribly. I mean, instead of making him like look good, it's kind of like made him just look really just horrible looking. And then he escapes, and then he wants revenge on the main villain. His Ajax, but his real name is Francis, which I find hilarious. So he has to get revenge on him. And as Deadpool, he is just completely out of his mind. He's breaking the fourth wall every chance he can get. He's just... And he just loves, like, shooting guns and having his katanas. I mean, this movie is crazy. And I love it. This is probably one of... It's a tie between this and Civil War for my favorite movie of last year. I mean, this movie has everything. Ryan Reynolds, he was pretty much born to play Deadpool. He's the only one who can really do it. And do it justice. I mean, he was just fantastic. And with his fourth wall breaking, personally, I thought that would turn off the audience a bit. But no, like, when I saw it, it was packed. It was insanely booked. Everyone got engaged to it when he was talking to the audience, and when he said like something like really funny, like the audience just laughed like till they couldn't laugh anymore. I mean, they thought it was hysterical. Yeah, so I didn't even mention, like, he also, Deadpool has his little friends, a couple of his friends. He has T.J. Miller, who's, he literally calls, like, an opening credits. The opening credits of this movie are phenomenal. They just tell you everything you need to know. Like, this movie was not going to take itself seriously. So, yeah, T.J. Miller, a.k.a. the Comic Relief. That's what they literally call him in the credits. You also have Colossus from the X-Men. And another mutant, literally called Negasonic Teenage Warhead. No, that's a bit of a ridiculous name. Yeah, Colossus is just absolutely hilarious. Like, he's trying to, like play, like, kind of, like, you know, Deadpool, he just curses and curses, does all this bad, terrible stuff. Colossus is trying to make it a bit more, like, family friendly. Like, he doesn't like all the violence and language. I thought that very funny. So yeah, this movie has a ton of great scenes, tons of great jokes. Like, the beginning, a car chase scene. Actually, all the action in this movie is quite incredible. This movie was spent on a small budget, like $58 million. That's like a fraction of most action movies these days. The fact they did so well on a limited budget is quite an accomplishment. Yeah, I mean, for some people the story may be a bit too formulaic in a way, and I sort of agree. It still didn't take me out of the movie. I still thought it was just incredible. And I'm so hyped they got a sequel on board for next summer. I will be the first one there to see it. So, I'm going to give this movie a good 9.5 out of 10. Like, it's not quite to 10 level. I don't think any of my movies will ever reach that 10 level, but 9.5 is still quite amazing. And yeah, I mean, like, on the back of the box, you can just tell there's all these, like, funny little quotes. Like, I'm an excellent driver. And, like, here's my buddy, the Comic Relief. And I'm a brilliant artist. And this is Francis. I'd really like to kill him. And then you got this quote from Betty White. This just, you just know this is not going to be a normal experience. I give it 4 Golden Girls. It's the best picture of the year. Yep, that's on the back of the cover. So, make sure you don't take it seriously. And I'm glad. Well, it wasn't particularly this movie that started this whole resurgence of the R-rated comic book movie. Kingsman did it a year before, and I will review that. Not only that, but I'm incredibly excited for that movie's sequel. So, yeah. So, yeah, like, movies like Kingsman, Deadpool, Logan. I will get Logan. And now Kingsman 2 and Deadpool 2. I mean, this is incredible. I mean, I still wish Fox would the current X-Men movies, I mean, with X-Men Apocalypse, I will get to that. I really thought that movie was extremely disappointing. Like, I really didn't like that movie, personally. But we'll get to that. So now I'm gonna see the thoughts of Triple H Batista. Stephanie's over here. She decided to just be silent because she said she wasn't going to review the movie since it's hard R. So I'm just gonna bring it over to them, and so you can see what's going on with them. So Batista, what are your thoughts on Deadpool? It's awesome. I give it a 10 out of 10. Has everything. Everything a R-rated comic book movie needs. Has the best humor, some true violence. It stayed true to the character. Stayed true to the comics. It was just great. And also they made a funny joke about superhero movies and oversaturation. It even had one of the best jokes. Deadpool. I was going by Xavier's the X-Men mansion, and then he's like, I guess it's only you two. I guess the studio couldn't afford any other X-Men. That is gold. That's fantastic. I'm giving this movie 10 out of 10. I agree with Batista. This movie is phenomenal. It's everything I want out of a movie. It's made for adults. It's hard R, has all the violence, cursing, profanity, all the stuff you want. I also give it a 10 out of 10. Oh yeah, plus the Stan Lee cameo was just the best thing I've ever seen. And we all know Stephanie's not going to say anything. Come on, Steph. Can you say like one word? No! I'm not going to review it! You know what, fine. Just sit here with your clearly company produced sign and just sit there and chill. So our next review will be a movie that a movie I really love, but a lot of people really don't. And it's from Zack Snyder. What? No! Please don't let it be Batman v Superman. Or Sucker Punch. No, it's not either of them. It's a movie that in its earlier days, it's Watchmen. Oh, I actually like that movie. Yeah, me too. I mean, it's pretty good. So that's my next review. I'm still gonna say silent. Well, I don't see how you're staying silent when you're clearly talking. Shut up! You have such a smart mouth. You know what? Let's just end the review. So, since Stephanie just wants to whine and complain, how about you two finish? Give the lines. Alright. Make sure to subscribe. Like this video. Leave a comment. And we'll see you next time. And that is it. And peace out.